Guys, first thing you want to do when you get a smoker, you want to cook a brisket. Well, today, my friends, I'm going to show you how I cook my brisket on the brand new Blackstone Pellet Grill Combo, y'all. It's going to be some good groceries, I guarantee it. That's some good groceries. All right, first things first, we're gonna get our pellet smoker up to 225 degrees. And while we're waiting on the smoker to come up to temperature, we're gonna get our brisket trimmed and get it started. We first wanna take it out of the package, take a paper towel, just blot it really nicely so it don't slide around real good. And you don't have to do a great job. Again, you're just looking to get some of the moisture off of it. Now we're going to trim our brisket. The idea here is to cut off a lot of the really hard fat here, guys. This really hard fat, it doesn't really render, doesn't really serve a purpose. And I'm not the best trimmer in the world. Don't claim to be a brisket master, but just do the best you can. And eventually, after so many, you'll do just fine. So I'm just taking, this is a boning knife, and what I like about it is it curves, it'll bend just a little bit, kind of get into all those nooks and crannies. So this is the non-fat cap side here. There's some silver skin that I like to kind of take off. Well, that silver skin, it just does not break down. Make a nice cut here on the side, and that way you know just where the meat is and where the fat cap is, so you can make sure you have that nice 1/4 inch of fat on the fat cap. Now, seasoning here. I'm not using really a binder. I don't do much binders. I just like to use a little bit of spritz. This is apple juice and apple cider vinegar. And I'm going to come in with some Blackstone SPG seasoning. And just want to liberally season this on the fat cap side. And just make sure you get all the sides. And really lay it on heavy here, guys, because this is a big old piece of meat and it can take it. Make sure you get the fronts, make sure you get the backs, and make sure you get those sides. Now I'll come in with a little bit of beef powder. This really helps bring on the beef flavor. Last but not least, this is some coarse pepper. This is restaurant style grind. And this right here is going to give you that nice bark, that pepper along with the smoke. What you want to do is flip the brisket and do the same to the other side, just season it up really well. All right, our smoker is up to temp. Now we're going to put this brisket on, give her a ride for a while. One thing I like to do is just kind of bunch everybody up, kind of holds in a little bit. Want to come in with our probes. I like to put my probe, this is called the point, this is the flat. I like to put a probe right in the middle. It's kind of a sweet spot, okay? I like to put another one right into the thick of the flat. Guys, it's been about 15 hours. The brisket isn't quite there, and I just want to help it just a little bit more. Our bark formation, it is good, which is what we're looking for. Now I just want to bring in another little element, keep some moisture in this brisket, and then carry it to the finish line, all right? Y'all look at this, that bark formation, it is on point, y'all. Let me tell you, just beautiful. All right, before we get this off, we're gonna make a nice little bed. This is what I like to do, just to try to carry the brisket on to the finish line. And I like to use butcher paper. Totally up to you what you want to do. So just get you some unwaxed butcher paper. You can find this anywhere. And I like to do 2 of these. Just kind of, just like that. That way you have plenty. All right, I'm going to just overlap them just a little bit right there. This is our apple juice, apple cider spritz that we have. We just spritz the brisket. I try to do it about every 45 minutes, but I'm not saying I didn't. I mean, I slept last night, all right? I like to get the butcher paper wet. It helps it to wrap a lot better when it's kind of wet, okay? All right, we got our gloves, y'all. Now, let's get this brisket off the smoker, put it onto our butcher paper. Woo-hoo, man, I love looking at that thing. We're gonna take these probes, we're gonna take those out. These Blackstone hamburger spatulas make a great thing to get barbecue off of a smoker. Look at that thing. Put it right about in the middle. Like I stated before, I went fat side down here. That's the protection. The heat is under this. So I wanted to have the fat cap down to help protect the brisket a little bit more. Let's check our temperature just to see kind of where we're at. Not really looking much for like the exact temperature here, y'all, but I want to see how it probes. And it's still just a little firm right there. It don't go in like I want. You want it to kind of go in like soft butter. Over here in the point, let me show you. it just kind of slides in just easy peasy. I mean, just effortlessly. Here, there's a little bit of resistance. All good. That just tells you it needs to cook a little longer. Once you got your bark that you need, I'm gonna take a little bit of this Wagyu beef tallow. You can tell the bark set real good. None of that bark is coming off. It's good to go. This is going to make a very good brisket. All right, now we're just gonna take the butcher paper and just come over the side of the brisket, and it's kind of like wrapping a present. You wanna make sure your edges are nice and tight. Just kind of fold them in. Again, if you have it all bunched up, it just don't do as well. Come over to the other side, same thing. Bring those edges in and tuck them in. Now on the edges, we're just going to fold that in end over end, and just like a nice little bundle, do that onto the other side. And after that, we're going to get it back onto the smoker, running at about 250 degrees here. I like to go 225 for the first 4 hours, and then 275 for the remainder. All right, it's been about an hour, and I believe this has softened up enough to where we can get this wrapped in some aluminum foil and get it ready to rest, because rest is needed for a brisket. You don't want to go ahead and get into this and slice it up. You really want it to come down in temperature, all right? I'm just gonna bring this, put it right there. You see my butcher paper job. Could have used a little bit of help, but that's okay. I'm gonna let that just kind of come down in temperature. If we wrap it in aluminum foil right now, that big old piece of meat, it's just gonna keep on cooking, and it could dry out your brisket. So I'm just gonna let it come down in temperature, maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes maybe. Put it in some aluminum foil, and we're gonna put it away into our warmer, okay? We'll come right back and we're gonna give it a slice, all right? All right, guys, so it's been about 4 hours of resting, okay? And let's see how this brisket turned out. Ooh, it feels jiggly. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but a little bit of, it's kind of a little sticky. And that tells me that the fat has rendered out really well. Tells me we might have a nice brisket here, okay? You really got two muscles here. You got a point, it kind of runs, you know, kind of under here. You could probably see it where it's separated right there. Typically, most people just cut right in the middle. They don't separate it. Some places do separate it. I am not. So I'm gonna separate this flat from the point. And you can see where that muscle is separated right there. That looks pretty dang good to me. Now, I like the point. Nice and fatty. Beautiful. Cut that in half. Look at that. Let's give this a try. About right there. Boy, she is very tender. So this is actually part of the flat. So it just kind of comes apart. It's not shredding. That's good brisket, y'all. I'll give this point a little try right here. Cheers. You can see it's just a lot different meat. A lot more fat, a lot more intermuscular stuff. Well, good. Guys, the possibilities that you can make with this, even over on the griddle, is really endless. You can do quesadillas, some fried rice, and all that kind of stuff. But I did want to show y'all how I do a brisket and just see how it goes. It's the first time I ever cooked on this, and it did really, really well. Y'all, hey, I appreciate you watching. Hey, head on over to the Blackstone Network where you'll find other awesome videos just like this. I am Matt Hussey, and that's some good groceries.